Hi Libra, this is going to be your September read for September 15th through the 30th, 2021. And take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So, for the sign of Libra, I started off with the Tarot of Oppositions. And what I got for you was the King of Swords, downward, Eight of Wands, upright, and you got the Full card, and you also got the Four of Wands. Okay, so to me it's like somebody who is cold, right? Very cold towards somebody. It could be a father-son relationship, um making empty promises. It's definitely a parent-child relationship. It also can be just a family that ended up separating, and unfortunately, you know, the child, which is probably a Libra out there that has a son out there, got stuck in the middle of everything, and has to be like put in the middle of the parents. So to me, this reminds me of somebody backwards, going back to the past, and they are making the best of the situation or want to make the best, or maybe they're trying to be delusional about what it really was in the past, cold. And so I did the clarify card, and I noticed how it looks like this person's getting ready to fall. I also noticed this bag hanging off this stick. So yeah, it looks like, somebody's not trying to face the reality of what something was. Okay. Then when I looked at the Four of Wands, it also gave me, yeah, it was a home that was just cold. Okay. Um, Not fun to be in. That's what I feel for that one. I also looked at the bottom of the decks, and the Ten of Cups came out upside down, which also let me know there was like no love in that home. Okay. It's dark compared to like the other side, the flip side of things. Now, I pulled an animal, a spirit animal for you, Libra, and I got the fox spirit and the eel. The fox spirit is number 27, a 9 added together, and it came upside down. And I thought it was ironic that it said, think on your feet. Okay, so it looks like right here, this person is not on their feet, right? But on here, they're touching the ground. And this is the reality of it. You think better on your feet. So it's like realizing this is what it really was in reality, instead of like being delusional. Okay. Take time to think about it. Okay. Notice that he's also on his feet. And then right here, the staff and the snake stood out to me, like out of the shadows. Right. So it's like when you really look at it, because the feet is touching the ground, on the shadow part, it's like when you're actually like thinking about it and bring some kind of light into it, you realize that whoever you were dealing with, Libra, they're really a snake. Could be a child that looks at somebody with great love. It definitely was a heartbreak of some sort. So it is a kid involved for some Libras. I don't know what made me say Leo, but for some Libras, okay. Also, this stood out to me, the skull, and looking at his sleeve. So somebody could have a skull tattoo on their arm. Hidden secrets can harm you. So there's something hidden. Somebody also could have had somebody involved in a lot of third parties, and they did not know that. What stood out to me was this finger, and that he was pointing to three of these egg roll looking, well, these sushi rolls on his plate. Okay. The Ace of Sticks came out for you, Libra, as if somebody is only wanting sex from you, just wanting passion from you, and possibly could be using the kid just to lure you in when they feel like they just want to have intercourse, sex, passion with you. It's no love. The Brown Witch did come out upside down, and it was touching this happy home. So it's not going to be a success. If you decide to go backwards, it's not going to be a happy home for you. Okay. So the Four of Wands came out, and there's possibly a friend that is loyal to you that has been trying to point out the fact that somebody is just using you for your money. Or maybe vice versa, you're using somebody else for their money. Remember I said the finger was like stood out to me right there? Thought that was pretty neat that that came out. The finger. Warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Then the bear came out. Okay, and that talks about money matters. And keep in mind, remember I said this looks like a little bag. So if you go back, you might be going broke. The wheel also came out for you. 10 is completion. It's upside down. It doesn't seem like it's going to go in your favor if you decide to make a bad decision. There won't be any celebration. This person may make you feel like it will be, just to lure you in for sexual matters, financial matters. What stood out to me for the Magician card was this coin. So this person probably values the money. Another confirmation, I believe this is the World card. There's a missing piece. Remember I mentioned that earlier? Right here, to me in this deck, this lets me know that something has not yet been revealed yet. It's a missing piece, okay? And it's not a happy home. This is upside down. Possibly saying why the home is unhappy. You're going to find out soon why the home is not a happy home or why it wasn't a happy home. Because you were in third parties. You were being used. So the Sun card came out for you. The Lilith card came out for you. And the Sixth House card came out for you. So there could be a Libra out there that's possibly dealing with a Virgo. Could be dealing with a Leo. Or they may have those placements somewhere in their chart. You could be a Libra with Leo placements and Virgo placements, and Virgo could be in your sixth house. It talks about work, okay? So that gives me finances, financial vibes. Maybe when we talk about that, maybe it was two that lost their home, right? Somebody lost their home, right? And it tore a couple apart. It tore a marriage apart, causing health issues. With these two together, I feel like I had to take my own notes. Okay, have confidence. Spirit says have confidence. God says have confidence. The universe is telling you to have confidence. Your angels are telling you to have confidence. Stand up for yourself. Don't back down. Don't go running back. Okay? Don't compromise. At the bottom of this deck for Cook Tarot, well, I don't at the bottom of this deck, you also received the Four of Wands, okay, for the Cook's Tarot deck. There we go. All right. And what stood out to me was what he was feeding her, okay? It says if he's feeding her something, and that reminded me of this right here when I said that the finger stood out like he was pointing to something. We also saw that for the finger, it talked about finances, it being a like money matter, okay? It's as if he's feeding her BS. Feeding, it could be somebody feeding multiple women BS, or a woman feeding a man BS, okay? To get that check that's coming in the mail. Okay? Okay, I'm back. I needed to shuffle because I'm doing a one-hander here. Okay, so it's definitely a sun involved in this for a Libra out there. And notice that he's surrounded by snakes, okay? So somebody is using you know, a child, because this reminds me of the wand right here to lure someone back in. Okay, which is sad. Okay, so spirit, God, your spirit angels, the universe is telling you to make an altar. Okay, make an altar. Go to them, pray about the situation. Okay, leave your worries to God. Okay, it says dream journal. So it's a Libra out there that could be having like these dreams, these downloads that you need to write down what you're dreaming about, because that could be a message and a sign. And again, I'm getting tattoo vibes. So maybe I'm getting tattoo vibes right here. Remember when I spoke about like the skull on the arm? Remember when I said that? Somebody does have a tattoo on their arm that could be a skull. Okay. I also pulled some sticks. So we have a few messages here. Let me align them real quick. So this can apply to any Libras. It may not apply to all, but someone out there, make a list of things you like about yourself, Libra. Let someone go ahead of you in line. Whistle, sing, and dance while doing household chores. Leave snacks on the porch or stoop for people who deliver mail. It's definitely something with mail. Remember people's birthdays. Hold the elevator or door for someone even when you're in a hurry. So you may come across some of these experiences, even despite all of this, okay? And that is your advice for that. Okay, so what I was trying to do was clarify what these sticks could possibly be, but what I'm getting is that these are to help you bring some positive energy into your life, doing some good deeds, you know. Good deeds like, holding the elevator door for someone, like I said, letting someone go ahead of you in line, leave snacks on the porch for like the mailman, things of that nature. So I did like the fortune cards, and it was okay. These were positive, the sticks, but the fortune cards were so negative. And again, it definitely confirms that it had to do with a marriage. Okay, and notice, look, the King of Swords came out again, so it has to do with a marriage. So it says when distance, there's a turbulent marriage. Okay. It also speaks of false friends, somebody that's being false to you, or you're being false to them. Okay. This one right here, you got the 5 of Wands, and that one was the 9 of Clubs, by the way. This one talks about fidelity. Okay, so it was definitely some third parties going on, some cheating. There is some cheating going on. Okay, look, something wouldn't even something I couldn't even know is what this card represents. All right. Let's see.